Well, we're back again with yet another unboxing video. And it's been about a year, almost a year and a half, I want to say, since the last one. And this time around, we're going to be unboxing the Dragalia Lost Song Collection. This one's come from Amazon Japan. I think some other options, at least the other option I'm aware of, was Play Asia when it came to pre-ordering this and getting the limited edition print, I guess. But as far as I can tell, the Amazon Japan one is probably the most reliable one in terms of guaranteeing you get a limited edition one. So yeah, that's what we're going to be unboxing today. There is a second copy of the album that I also got from Play Asia. I don't know whether that one includes the limited edition, like pre-order codes, that kind of stuff. But that'll be included in a giveaway, and I'll give you more details about that at the end of the video. But for now, let's cut the fluff and get straight to it with the unboxing for this. So I've already removed the shipping labels for this, so hopefully we can get through the rest of this box without me doxing myself, as far as I can tell. And yeah, just going to be cutting through the, as far as I can tell, reinforced tape that Amazon uses for their packaging, and just peeling this down. And if there's any packing slip information with my address on it, then I don't know, I suppose I'll take care of that with the jump cut. If I'm feeling saucy, then I might just blur it instead. But you know, with blurs, that typically adds a bunch of rendering time to the video. Anyway, it looks like we're through the first layer. I might turn this just to make it a bit easier for me to get to the rest of the box, because oh, there is a shipping slip. Let me just get rid of that real quick. Oop. I don't think that actually had an address on it, so I guess we're safe. But the value of this, I think it costs roughly $60 US to ship from Japan to myself in the UK. I don't remember the exact cost anymore, conversion costs and all that, but I'll pull out all the protective packaging, and let me just give this autofocus a tap. Just make sure we're all in sight here. But yeah, Dragalia Lost Song Collection. And this one is slightly different, so I guess this one comes with the limited edition stuff, because let me get this cardboard box out of the way somehow. Whoop. To the side. This is a lot trickier than it looks. I have a picture of the whole setup on Twitter, but basically I'm like having to weave my hands and arms and various other limbs through the legs of a tripod. But the Play Asia box, as far as I can tell, only has this singular box in the middle. But with the pre-order, it looks like we have some other goodies as well, so we'll get to that. Undo some tape here. Try not to cut my fingers off. And we'll slide this out of the sleeve. So, what are we looking at here? It's a piece of cardboard here for reinforcing the package, or whatever that might be. But we've got a shrink-wrapped album. I hope that's in shot. We've got a blank notebook, or almost blank. The bottom left of each page has a Prince motif on it, which matches the cover. And then here we have, I don't know what this is actually. I guess some sort of, I guess we'd call this a print, right? So yeah, looks to be just cardboard backed print that has the album art on it. So we'll pop this over here, we'll pop this over here. So these are little extras that come with the pre-order, that didn't come in the Play Asia box, as far as I can tell. I'm actually going to pop this open because I suspect there might be a bit more in this. Because if this is what came in the also came in the Play Asia one, and the Play Asia one's not pre-order related, then there's a chance that some this is quite loud actually. There's some pre-order rewards possibly in here. Anyway, if there's anyone who's watching this and doesn't know how to redeem their pre-order codes, for example, I believe the website is Dragalia Lost Song Collection.com, and I believe there is a link at the bottom of that page. It gives you a way to submit. As far as I can tell, there's nothing else in this. It's just a piece of cardboard, and there's this print here, so well, it looks like I'm going to have to find a frame for this. Luckily it's square, so it might not be too difficult. But it is, I want to say approximately, maybe about 30 centimeters across. Maybe a bit less, maybe like 25. So I'd say that this is about 10 to 12 inches across, square, that kind of thing. But for now, we'll pop this to the side. And we'll get to the main content of what's in here. Now I'm approaching this from an angle because I can't quite sit square with my camera, but yeah, we've got prints on the front, Midgard Solmer on the back, and it also displays there's a song list as well, right? Disc 1 is with the vocal, disc 2 is without vocal, or rather the instrumental. I'm sure there's other people that have already posted the song lists, but for now we're going to look at the contents of the box. But if the pre-order stuff is in here, then I suppose there's a chance that the Play Asia one also has some pre-order things. And I am struggling to open this. There we go. Shrink wrapping. Well, that's that. It is now unsealed. Shrink wrapping gone, and we're going to pop this out. Ah, and it's clear on the inside cover. Okay, nothing else in the box as far as I can tell. Just pop that over to the side. I suppose that would make this... Oh, okay, so it opens from the right. Ah, and I see some stuff in here. So, let me pop this open. This is a code that you'd submit. I'm going to flip this over here. That'll be for me. So, I'm going to take a quick look at the contents of these two booklets, because we've got the one print art here as well from the menu screen, but the content of the booklets hopefully gives you a bit of insight of what's included in the Dragalia Lost Song Collection. So booklet 1 here seems to be a song list. We've got the non-instrumental and instrumental discs, disc 1 and disc 2. And we've got basically a bunch of different event tracks, right? We've got the Skies of the Syndicate track here, which introduced Albert, Belina, Barbatos, Andromeda, that set of people. Ah, Grace as well, can't forget her. Dawn's Song, I'm not entirely sure when this was introduced. I suspect it might be a story track. We've got Force Your Way for the... I think I'm just going to call it the Journey to the East one, introducing Xuanzeng, Wukong, Jubajie, Xiao Jing, or as we like to call him, Bent Neck. Got the Bon Fever track, which out of this set I think is probably my favourite. And we're going to see that in a rerun as well. Event is going to be rerun soon, the Rhythmic Resolutions event. We've got... this summer track was really good as well. I'm not too sure what the English name of it was. Stealth Dance, I think it was. It's a pretty good summer track. We've got the Apostles track here as well, Checkmate. Case I think this is another story track. We've got We Are the Lights with the which came along with the Morciati event, essentially, right? It's one of the ones that gets you headbanging, I suppose. You've got Rainbow Riders, as well as the battle arrangement version. It'd be interesting to listen to those alongside each other and see how those shake out. This one was the Princess Connect event. Brought us Pecorine, as well as some Forager alts. Got Maybe in the Next Life. Introducing Lapis, Opera Karina. And there's two versions, right? Lapis and Karina. They are actually slightly different. Karina's one is, if you're at all musically inclined, Karina's one is, I believe, a semitone, maybe a tone pitch shifted down. Or maybe not even pitch shifted, maybe they just rearranged it to be slightly lower to match her, how to say it, range? Terrestrial Paradise, here with the Ox Clan Zodiac stuff. Hollow Dance. I want to call this maybe Apostle Event 2? Was it 2 events? Yeah, because we've seen Nevin, we've seen Pinon, those are released together. Then we had Rishada and Faris. Because of You, introduced with, I think, 2.5 anniversary, I want to say. But another one of those English tracks. I think this one would have been nice to cover, but I think you'd have to rewrite the lyrics a bit. Because the broken English makes it, I think, slightly awkward to perform. Sample Answer. I have no idea. I had no idea that was the title of this piece. Or track. But yeah, this one came along with the Vanya event, Rage of... not Kronos, but whatever he decided to rename himself as. Also, you can see Grimnir in the right there. We've got... oh, and then I guess this is sort of like credits. Producers, studios, that kind of stuff, I want to say. Art designer, I guess this is like the credits for the album as a whole. Pop this over here. And I believe what we have here is an art book. So hopefully we can go through this and see what the contents are. Got the 2.0 art. Let me just fiddle around with my camera autofocus, make sure. I hope that's in focus. We'll see. We'll see once I can check. Unfortunately, I don't really have any like extra monitors for my camera to see what's being recorded. So if it ends up being blurry in post, I don't think I can really do much about it unless I like go ahead and re-record everything. But we've got the art that we see on the one print. This is basically the sort of Grams saga art as we journey to the north in the campaign. We've got a big sort of color wheel style art, which is like a... is it a collage? I'm not entirely sure. I can't tell who that is in the top right. I think it's Linyu's like little mini panda doing a jump kick. But I think this would be a really nice thing to sort of get a really close look at and just pick out your favorite characters. Got the Gala Prince design. I think there's some subtle differences in the costume plan things. I don't know if this is blurry, if you can see this, because this gives you a couple of alternate designs for the prince. I think the only thing I can really notice is a bit more shading on the cloak here. I suppose it just alters the way it flows, right? I think is the major thing. I don't really notice too much else. Got some different dress designs, shoe designs, Bezethia. I guess 4 designs, some minor variations. I think the dashes show different color shoes. Oh, they even changed the staff here as her. But different poses, that kind of stuff. For Zena. They show them holding the Agato weapons, but here not holding her own dagger here. You've got different sort of varying levels of big dress for Not's costume design. And they have some sort of sketch of how she stabs things, I think, but the text there is super small. I think you'd have to get someone to scan this and then like zoom in to get a decent view of that. Got Gala Alex, different designs, different color cloaks. Ah, so I guess this does show that they design the characters first before they do the story. Because I think Gala Alex's design, or at least her story, puts a bit of emphasis on the white color of her cloak. So A and B have dark cloaks. So that would not have worked. We've got Leonidas. Different designs here. Varying levels of red and black. Size of cloak. This art here has him sitting in a throne. I don't know if that's visible. Also got an eye patch. That kind of stuff. Different gun designs. They did settle on the Tommy gun, funnily enough. Different designs are varying levels of dragony, tech-based designs, that kind of stuff. We've got shell art. Different costumes for her. Really big gun on B. As well as a more... I don't know, the hat's really big there. And then there's like different... They were playing with different designs with the carriage that she's in as well. Oh, she's holding a fan here. Different galaxy designs. Which don't vary as much. I guess it's just like length of cloak, strap. The way that the straps sit, that kind of stuff. We got a concept art of how the fig moves, that kind of thing. Got Ilya art. I feel like there weren't as many different sketches we see. Ah, but this one is labeled D. So there's some sketches they didn't show us. Curious. Morciati. They've shown us A and B again. Just looks like they had different ways for his cloak to sit, which seems to be a theme I'm noticing a lot. I never thought that the way a cloak sits would be so important as to have different variations of that. But we've got different Alberius designs, different colors, cloak, no cloak. Even the lining of the cloak is a detail that they actually look into, which is interesting enough. And they also have like the story art here to show him as well in his armor. Interesting. Ah, Mitsuhide. Mitsuhide ended up being the mascot of my Twitch channel of some sort. Her very, very smug smile features in the emote that tends to get used the most on my channel, I think. Link to that in the description if you're curious. And then we have some dragon designs. We've got Midgard Zoma Zero, we've got Chthonius, also called Pluto in Japanese. We've got Thor, we've got Agni, they call him Agni Brave in the katakana here, which is curious. Yeah, some textual descriptions, which I cannot translate on the fly, but who knows, maybe the more Japanese-centric of you may be able to translate some of that. If you pause, that kind of stuff, hopefully the text is visible and not a blurry mess. But we've got Galajian, Daikokuten, Kamui for some reason, Epimetheus. Nothing too new here. I think we're quite familiar with the art here, right? Unless there's some subtle differences that I'm not noticing. We've got the mini Great Worms. No sign of Jupiter just yet, but I think we'll see mini Jupiter in the 3rd anniversary, I want to say. Which is actually only like 2.5 months away. Got different Morciati designs. Got a fairly sinister dragon fusion style with snakes for tails on the bottom right. Hopefully that's in shot. Yeah, we have all the dog designs, we've got Volt. But yeah, Agato art. Kaiyan, Ciela, Twins, Tartarus, and then some story players, basically. Got Katov, Sheila, Jin Lauder, Origa, Nedrick, or Nede in katakana. Got Baron or Bebet. Never actually looked up the Japanese names for these guys. And then we have some, I guess, story background arts. I guess you might recognize this from different events, different parts of the story. Oop. I'm sure if you poked the wiki staff, do we call them staff? They're volunteers, right? The wiki volunteers, that kind of stuff. That we poke the right people, I'm sure that we've got like digital versions of those art pieces somewhere as well. And then we have some various event arts. And I don't remember Melody being this bare in the right here. But different event arts here. And yeah. And then Suit Ieyasu in the top left. Man, they really should release costumes, huh? I would totally pay for Suit Ieyasu. Xander in the bottom right. We've got... what's her name again? Charlet? She was kind of the mascot of the No Fluff Analysis series, but, you know, that is slowed down for now. And then we've got the little Dragalia mini at the end here. Got Mercury and Midgard's on the gaming. But yeah, I think that about covers it for the contents. Obviously, I'll be running... oh, so I do have a second copy of whatever was in this sort of shrink-wrapped package. So that'll be this art book, the song list. I'd assume that'd also be the Wormprint art and another code for the rewards, which I believe are Golden Key. There's an Adamantite Ingot for 6-star weapons. There's... I believe there's Champion's Testaments, Sunlight Stone, that kind of stuff. So if you guys want a chance of entering a giveaway for that kind of thing, I'll put a link in the... I guess I'll put a link in a comment, more details there, because I think I still need to sort of figure out what I'm doing for that before I even post this video. But yeah. If you guys want to have a chance at winning a copy of this album, hopefully with the pre-order, well, not the pre-order, but like the code in there for the different rewards, then check the description and check the comment. I'll probably pin a comment with more stuff if it's relevant. But yeah, you know, I stream Wednesdays and Saturdays, 9:30 PM British summertime on Twitch. Link will be in the description, so if you want to catch me outside of videos, that kind of stuff, you know, pay me a visit, that kind of thing. It'd be nice to see you guys there. But, you know, till then, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.